Welcome to Lesson 1.6 of the Grant Architect course. In this lesson, we will explore corporate philanthropy and corporate social responsibility, or CSR, which represent a distinct approach to charitable giving that differs significantly from both government funding and private foundations. Corporations give billions of dollars annually to charitable causes, but their motivations, processes, and expectations differ from other funders. Understanding how corporate giving works and what drives business decisions about philanthropy helps you approach this funding source effectively. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the landscape of corporate giving, the strategic interests that shape corporate philanthropy, and how to position your organization to access corporate support. The corporate giving landscape is substantial and diverse. Corporations in the United States give billions of dollars annually to charitable causes through various channels. This includes giving through corporate foundations, which are separate legal entities funded by corporations, direct giving programs where companies give directly from corporate budgets, sponsorships of events, programs, or organizations, and in-kind support including donated products, services, and employee volunteer time. Corporate giving is motivated by a mix of genuine philanthropic intent and strategic business interests. Some executives and companies have sincere commitments to social good. Others view giving primarily as a business strategy. Most fall somewhere in between, seeking to do good while also advancing business objectives. Understanding this mixed motivation helps you approach corporations effectively. Trends in corporate giving include increasing focus on measuring and demonstrating social impact, growing attention to environmental, social, and governance factors known as ESG, and heightened sensitivity to stakeholder expectations including employees, customers, and communities. These trends shape how corporations approach their philanthropic activities. Understanding the distinction between corporate foundations and direct corporate giving helps you navigate the corporate philanthropy landscape. Corporate foundations are separate legal entities from their parent companies. They have their own boards, staff, application processes, and often their own endowments. While funded by the parent corporation, they operate somewhat independently and may have formal grant-making processes similar to private foundations. Because they have endowments, their giving can be more stable and less affected by annual profit fluctuations. Direct giving programs involve contributions made directly from company budgets without a separate foundation structure. These programs are typically managed by corporate affairs, community relations, or marketing departments. Direct giving can be more flexible and responsive to emerging needs, but may fluctuate more with company financial performance. Many large corporations have both a foundation and direct giving programs, with different types of support flowing through different channels. Smaller companies typically use direct giving only. Understanding which channel is appropriate for your request helps you target your approach correctly. Corporate giving is often driven by strategic business interests that you should understand when seeking corporate support. Brand enhancement motivates many corporate giving programs. Companies want positive associations with charitable causes that reflect well on their brand. Supporting popular causes can improve public perception and differentiate the company from competitors. Understanding how your work might enhance a company's brand helps you position your requests. Employee engagement is increasingly important to corporations. Programs that engage employees through volunteer opportunities, matching gifts, or team service projects increase employee satisfaction and retention. Companies value partners who can provide meaningful employee engagement experiences. Customer relationships drive some corporate giving. Companies want to connect with customer values and support causes their customers care about. If your work aligns with a company's customer base interests, that alignment can be compelling. Community relations motivate giving in operating locations. Companies want to be good neighbors in communities where they have facilities, employees, or significant business operations. If you serve communities where a company operates, you have a natural connection point. Corporations provide support in various forms, and understanding these options expands your possibilities. Cash grants are direct financial contributions similar to foundation grants. These may come through corporate foundations or direct giving programs. Cash grants may be general operating support or restricted to specific projects. Sponsorships involve corporate support tied to specific events or programs where the company receives visibility or recognition. Sponsorships blur the line between philanthropy and marketing. Companies expect recognition, logo placement, and other visibility benefits in exchange for sponsorship support. In-kind donations involve products, services, or expertise provided at no cost or reduced cost. A technology company might donate software. A consulting firm might provide pro bono strategic planning. A food company might donate products for an event. In-kind support can be valuable, though it may not substitute for cash when you need flexible resources. Employee engagement programs include organized volunteer activities, matching gift programs that match employee donations, and support for employees serving on nonprofit boards. These programs can provide valuable resources beyond just financial support, including skilled volunteers and board talent. Corporate giving decisions typically involve multiple stakeholders and follow different processes than foundation or government funding. Multiple stakeholders may be involved in giving decisions. Community relations staff, marketing managers, executives, and sometimes board members may all have input. Understanding who the key decision makers are for the type of support you seek helps you build the right relationships. Budget cycles affect corporate giving. Many companies allocate philanthropic budgets during their annual planning process. If you approach a company after their budget is set, they may have limited flexibility regardless of interest. Learn about company fiscal years and planning cycles to time your requests appropriately. Approval processes vary by request size. A local store manager might have authority to approve small sponsorships. Larger requests may require approval from regional management, corporate headquarters, or even the board. Understanding approval levels helps you target appropriate request sizes. Personal relationships often influence corporate giving decisions, sometimes more than at foundations. Connections with company employees, executives, or board members can open doors and advance your position. Building genuine relationships with corporate contacts is valuable. Identifying promising corporate prospects requires thinking strategically about where you have natural connections and alignment. Local businesses are often the most accessible corporate prospects. Companies with facilities, stores, or significant operations in your community have inherent interest in supporting local causes. Start by identifying which companies have meaningful presence in the communities you serve. Industry alignment creates natural partnerships. Companies whose products or services relate to your work may see clear reasons to support you. A healthcare company might support health organizations. A technology company might support digital literacy programs. Look for companies whose business connects to your mission. Existing connections within your network can open doors. Consider where your board members, staff, volunteers, and major supporters work. Personal connections can provide introductions and advocacy that cold outreach cannot. Giving history indicates openness to supporting your type of work. Research which companies have previously supported organizations similar to yours. Companies that already give to your issue area are more likely prospects than those focused elsewhere. Researching corporate giving requires examining several sources to understand a company's priorities and processes. Company websites often include corporate social responsibility pages that describe philanthropic priorities, application processes, and giving guidelines. Look for sections titled Community, Social Responsibility, Corporate Citizenship, or similar. Not all companies post detailed information, but many do. Annual reports may include information on philanthropic activities, especially for publicly traded companies. Look for sections on community investment, social impact, or stakeholder engagement. Annual reports can reveal how companies frame their philanthropic work and what they prioritize. CSR reports, sometimes called sustainability reports or ESG reports, provide detailed information on social and environmental initiatives. Large companies increasingly publish these standalone reports. They offer insights into giving priorities, employee engagement programs, and how companies measure impact. News and press releases announce giving initiatives, major grants, and new partnerships. Monitoring company news helps you understand current priorities and recent activities. A company's press releases about community involvement signal what they want to be known for supporting. Approaching corporations effectively requires a different mindset than approaching foundations or government funders. Finding the right contact is essential. Large companies may have multiple people managing different aspects of giving. Determine who handles the type of support you seek and the geographic area you serve. Approaching the wrong contact wastes time and may close doors. Leading with value shifts the conversation from asking to offering. Rather than focusing on what you need from the company, emphasize what you can offer: access to communities they care about, meaningful employee engagement opportunities, positive brand associations, or impact in areas relevant to their business. Being specific helps corporations evaluate opportunities. Rather than vague requests for support, present clear opportunities with defined costs, benefits, and recognition options. Corporations are more likely to respond to specific proposals they can evaluate and budget for. Thinking partnership rather than charity positions you as a potential business partner rather than a supplicant. Corporations want relationships that provide value to their business while doing good. Frame your request as a mutually beneficial partnership opportunity. Employee engagement programs represent significant opportunities beyond traditional grants and deserve focused attention. Volunteer programs offer structured opportunities for corporate employees to serve with your organization. Companies value partners who can provide meaningful, well-organized volunteer experiences. Consider how you might engage groups of employees in service projects that benefit your mission while providing rewarding experiences for volunteers. Skills-based volunteering engages employees through their professional expertise rather than general labor. A marketing professional might help with your communication strategy. An accountant might assist with financial systems. Technology workers might upgrade your systems. Skills-based volunteering provides high-value support while giving employees professionally relevant experiences. Matching gift programs multiply employee charitable giving. When employees donate to your organization, their companies match those gifts, sometimes at 2-to-1 or higher ratios. Actively promoting matching gifts to your donors can significantly increase giving. Maintain current information on matching gift programs. Payroll giving programs allow employees to donate through automatic paycheck deductions. Being included in workplace giving campaigns can provide steady, recurring support from employee donors. Sponsorships require different considerations than grants because sponsors expect recognition and business value. Developing clear benefits packages defines what sponsors receive at each level. This might include logo placement, speaking opportunities, booth space, attendee access, social media mentions, and other visibility. Be specific about what sponsors receive so they can evaluate the value. Pricing sponsorship levels should reflect the value you provide. Consider audience size, audience demographics, visibility opportunities, and comparable market rates. Pricing too low leaves money on the table. Pricing too high discourages sponsors. Research comparable sponsorship opportunities to benchmark your pricing. Category exclusivity means only one sponsor from a given industry or product category can participate at certain levels. A beverage company might want to be the exclusive soft drink sponsor. Exclusivity increases value for sponsors and commands premium pricing, but limits your total sponsor pool. Activation refers to how sponsors can actively engage with your audience beyond passive logo placement. Interactive booths, product sampling, demonstrations, or experiential activities provide more value than simple signage. Helping sponsors activate meaningfully increases satisfaction and renewal likelihood. Because marketing partnerships link a company's commercial activities to charitable support and deserve special consideration. Because marketing involves marketing campaigns where a company promotes that purchases of their product or service will trigger donations to charity. Buy this product and we will donate $1 to organization X is a classic cause marketing structure. Consumer appeal drives cause marketing. Research consistently shows that consumers prefer to purchase from companies that support causes they care about. Cause marketing can increase sales for companies while generating funds for nonprofits. Structure typically involves either a percentage of sales or a fixed amount per purchase going to the charity. Agreements should clearly specify the terms, the minimum and maximum donation amounts, and how the charity can verify compliance. Legal considerations are important. Cause marketing is regulated by state charitable solicitation laws, and both the company and the charity may have legal obligations. Ensure proper disclosures are made to consumers and that agreements comply with applicable regulations. Consult legal counsel when entering cause marketing arrangements. Corporate giving presents challenges that you should consider honestly. Volatility is a significant concern. Corporate giving often fluctuates with company financial performance. When companies struggle, philanthropic budgets are often among the first cuts. Economic downturns can significantly reduce corporate support. Dependence on corporate funding creates financial vulnerability. Visibility demands can feel uncomfortable. Companies may expect recognition that feels more commercial than charitable. They may want logo placement, naming rights, or promotional opportunities that blur the line between philanthropy and marketing. Consider whether proposed recognition aligns with your values and brand. Mission risk arises when accommodating corporate interests conflicts with your mission or values. A company might want to support programs that align with their business interests rather than your highest priorities. Pressure to shape your work around funder preferences can lead to mission drift. Relationship dependency means corporate support often depends heavily on personal relationships. When key corporate contacts change jobs, support may disappear. When your staff advocates leave, relationships may weaken. Building institutional relationships rather than purely personal ones provides more stability. Ethical considerations are particularly important in corporate philanthropy and deserve careful thought. Source scrutiny involves considering whether a company's business practices align with your values. Should a health organization accept funding from tobacco companies? Should an environmental group accept support from polluters? These questions have no universal answers but require thoughtful consideration of your specific situation and values. Reputational risk flows both ways in corporate partnerships. When a corporate partner faces controversy, organizations they support may face criticism by association. Consider how a company's potential future problems might affect your reputation. Community perception matters, especially for community-based organizations. Consider how your stakeholders, including clients, members, and community members, would view partnerships with particular companies. Partnerships that seem beneficial from a funding perspective may create problems with key constituencies. Maintaining independence is essential. Accept corporate support only if you can continue pursuing your mission without undue corporate influence. If a corporate relationship would compromise your ability to advocate on important issues or serve your community authentically, the partnership may not be worth the funding. Let us summarize what we have covered in this lesson on corporate and CSR philanthropy. The corporate giving landscape includes multiple channels, corporate foundations, direct giving programs, sponsorships, in-kind donations, and employee engagement programs. Each channel has different characteristics and processes. Understanding these options expands your possibilities for corporate support. Corporate motivations include a mix of genuine philanthropic intent and strategic business interests such as brand enhancement, employee engagement, customer relationships, and community relations. Understanding these motivations helps you position your requests effectively. Effective approaches to corporations lead with value rather than need. Think in terms of partnership rather than charity, and present specific opportunities with clear benefits. Building relationships with corporate contacts is essential for success. Ethical considerations require careful attention. Consider source alignment, reputational risk, community perception, and organizational independence when evaluating corporate partnerships. In our next lesson, we will explore funder psychology and decision-making. We will examine how funders think, what influences their decisions, and how understanding funder psychology can improve your approach to all types of funders.